Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to the Gibraltar Challenge and welcome to our first stint in the Gibraltarian First Division. Now, I have made a lot of transfers this summer and it has meant that our team is now the third favourites to win the league behind only Europa FC, who are the favourites, and Lincoln Red Imps. Now, I think in this video we are just going to play Gibraltar United at home and then Glasses away, and we'll go through our transfers, and then next episode we'll do Europa FC, Lincoln and Boca. Next episode will be a massive one to try and find out roughly where we are in this league in terms of competitiveness. We are favourites, I think, for this game against Gibraltar, and probably favourites for the match against Glasses as well. Yes, we are. But Europa will be favourites. They won't tell us yet because it's too far away either way. Transfers! Right, nobody... these are the players I mentioned last video. Oh, a couple of videos ago now. These are the ones that I've signed. Just random youngsters that I've signed who are in our under-23s, because you can sign them on trial until the contract begins. So they all don't join the club until they're 18. So players like this one, for example. This one, probably better one. He won't join our team until July 2021. However, got decent stats already as well. However, he's already been at the club now for 208 days. So he's got another 2 years worth, so another 600 odd days on top of this. And he'll be very, very close to getting Gibraltarian nationality. Don't know how good he's going to be. I literally signed him because he was that age. And it's just a different option for the Gibraltar national coach if we can get some of these younger players the Gibraltarian nationality. Right, as you can see, wage budget is looking pretty bad because we've signed all of these players. I'll tell you now, there's a couple of stunners in here that I'm so surprised we got hold of. First of all, though, we have got Berto, who's not fantastic, actually. And the club are not happy that I signed him, and I don't know why I signed him. I think he was a bit better. He's got really good potential, so I think we are going to stick him in the under-23s and see how he gets on down there. Next up, Joel Powell. Again, not quite sure what I was thinking of here. Again, I think under-23 is already there anyway. Next up, one of the players I am happy about, Callum Stretch. American centre-back, got the Holy Trinity above 10, which is fantastic, and some other decent attributes, and has some good potential as well, so he's a pretty useful player. Comes to us after, well, leaving the Aston Villa Youth Academy, which is pretty interesting. I didn't even notice that before. Next up then we have got Tony, a young Spanish striker. Got that 12 finishing. Decent stats around here as well. Again, gone straight into the Youth Academy. Hopefully we'll do well with him. He's come from the Huelva, whoever that is. Next up we got a player we stole from one of the other clubs in the league, Olympique, Danny Cordero. Played 18 games last season for Olympique in the second division and got an average rating of 7.16. So we decided that we'll bring him up with us because we were struggling for right backs. Next up then, we've got a great centre back here in Jordan Bentley. Comes to us from the Plymouth Academy. Again, Holy Trinity looking pretty good. That heading of 13 as well. We have to watch his aggression though of 16, his bravery of 17. Good determination, work rate, teamwork, and some pretty decent stats in the physical side as well. So I think he's going to be a fantastic centre-back for us this year. Next up, another player I'm quite happy about, Sean Adakwa. Now this is something that one of my friends mentioned to me about this game, is that you can pick up a lot of African players because whereabouts you are based in the world. So I've been looking around, I was looking for African players, and I ended up with a player who left the West Ham Academy, but either way, he looks pretty handy. Good acceleration, agility, pace, natural fitness. Some good stats in the mental attributes as well. His finish can do with being boosted up a little bit, but I'm quite happy with this guy. I think he's going to be a really good player. I think those physical attributes will really, really cause problems for some of the defenders in this league. Next up, now this is one of the names. I was so stunned we got this guy. Look at those technical abilities. I mean, we are paying him a mass amount of £250 a week. I had to pay him the absolute max. He comes from the Bordeaux Academy. But I really feel like this guy can run the midfield for us this season. I think he's going to be an absolute stunning buy for us. Next up then, another player who's very similar. Again, I found these two Cameroonian lads, and this one's come from Albacete, I think is in Spain. And again, look at his abilities, fantastic. I can't believe we got him. Absolute stunning defensive midfield, and that's where I tend to play in most of the season, defensive midfield spot. Tackling, passing, technique, everything you need is there. This guy, I think, is going to be our Claude Makaleli sort of player. Next up is the other Cameroonian. And brace yourself once again for another cracking player. I couldn't believe it. This time, I think he has actually come from a Cameroonian club by the looks of it. He is playing for the under-23s in Cameroon, so I don't think we're going to get him the nationality. Next up, we needed a better goalkeeper. I have found this guy who the scouts thought was fantastic, and his stats are still the better. They're still not fantastic, but the thing that got me is when I realised he's come from Barcelona. I mean, yeah, he's come from Barcelona, so yeah, we know he's going to be good. And we've got Ivan Moreno. I needed some cover at left back and left wing, the assistant said. So I found this guy that covers both positions, and again is actually very, very good. So very, very happy once again with these mental attributes, and all of these are quite good as well. They're all high single digits. He can go up to double digits quite easily, so I think he's going to be a very good member of our team. And the last one is a Colombian attacking midfielder in Juan Ortega. He was playing in Spain last year, Martos. I don't know where Martos is, but it's in one of the lower Spanish leagues, I think. And it was one of the Spanish lower leagues, wasn't it? Yeah, Spain. Yeah, so he was in the area, shall we say. And he looks like he's pretty good as well. Great dribbling, great first touch, decent finishing as well. I'm going to play him hopefully behind the striker in this role, and I think he's going to be very, very good. So without further ado, that is the end of that. Let's get straight into our first game of the season. And here we go, and this is the team we have gone for. Very much more defensive than last season. I just want to try and test the waters before we go too mad. So first of all, we have got making his debut Joaquin Ezquieta in goal. At the left wing back spot, we have Ivan Moreno making his debut. In defence, we have got Jack Chapman, of course, from last season. Alongside him, we have got our debuting Callum Stretch in the centre, alongside our absolute dynamo Wayne duo. And then at the right wing back role, we have got Andre Patrick Kayubi, the other Cameroonian. In the CDM role, we have got Jean Jules, who I think is going to suit that role absolutely fantastically. Still stunned we got him, to be honest. Just ahead of them, we have got Kirkor, alongside, of course, Neil Wheeler. And then we have got Ortega in that attacking midfield role, playing just behind Kalama as the main striker. And there's a couple of players who are currently out suspended, which is why there's a couple of big names missing. But I'm looking forward to this game. Let's get straight into it, and hopefully we can start things off with a bang. Right, so passionately got there and get the fans their money worth. Let's see what happens. It could be a little bit iffy, this one, because we've got a lot of new players that need to get used to playing alongside each other. So it might take a couple of games to really get into it, but I'm really hoping for a good result here. I really am. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Kirkor with a corner. Jean-Jules on his debut within 3 minutes has put it right in the back of the net. Not a bad way to introduce yourself at all. Jean-Jules from the corner heads it home. That's good. I'm happy now. I was a little bit worried, I must admit. And Moreno with a throw. Kirkor back to Moreno. Ball into the middle. Wheeler clears. And Jean-Jules is there again to pick it up. He is massive. Oh, what a tackle. Very good tackle, actually. I thought it might have been a foul, but no. Chapman picks it up there at the back. Plays it along to Stetch. Here's Jean-Jules, who I think is really going to be the man that joins this team together. Although Wheeler loses it. And forward comes Ponce, which is an unfortunate name. Jean-Jules, there he is. Tackling the ball again. And the wing-back, the right wing-back plays it forward to Kalama. Oh, again, another fantastic tackle. And it goes for another corner. It is going to be Kirkor with a second corner of the game. Nothing there, though, but we are really dominating these early moments of the match. I'm really happy with how this is going so far. Really, really happy. We are dominating here, and Jean-Jules looks like an absolutely stunning player. I don't even think his match fitness is that great at the moment either yet. Ezquieta. I think one thing I have noticed since doing this previously on FM19, I've noticed that the quality of the players you can get is so much better. I think obviously Gibraltar's had a very good couple of years in real life, which has really helped this challenge and made it that just a bit easier just to skip. Oh, hello. Lee Barker gets his second goal of the season. They must have played already in Gibraltar United. And good goal. Well done. Yeah, I think they must have just done so well the last couple of years in real life that it's just made this whole scenario that touch easier. Nice. Lee Barker with a goal. Well done. Well done. Well, there's nothing that Jean-Jules could have done to that. It'd be great here to get a win in the opening game. I know our second game of the episode is against Glasses, and Glasses got hammered 4-0 in their first game by Lincoln Reading. So hopefully we can beat them quite easily. I would love to start this season off with 2 victories before going into that very, very difficult video next time. Having Europa FC and Lincoln Reading one after the other is going to be tricky, I think. Moreno's on the ball, into Wheeler. Wheeler's been a little bit iffy on that middle of the pitch. He's lost the ball a couple of times. Ortega finds a great ball out wide to Moreno. Ball comes across. It's Jean-Jules who picks it up again. Forward to Wheeler. Kiyubi back to Jules. The two Cameroonian players linking up well. Ortega into Wheeler off the post. Oh, wow. I thought Wheeler was struggling a bit in this game, but there he is, whacking the ball off the post. We get a throw, and we're still dominating the majority of the highlights. That's the one thing. And here's Jean-Jules again. He's always involved in everything in that DM spot, isn't he? Wheeler to Kiyubi. Blocked cross, but he gets the ball back. Out to Jean-Jesus. Jean-Jules. And there's the back of the net. It's Kirkor with a goal himself as well on his debut. I said we managed to pick up a couple of cracking players in this transfer window, and I'm so happy at the moment. It looks like they're all doing very, very well. There's Kirkor. 1 assist and now 1 goal for him as well. He's on an 8.1. Jean-Jules on a 7.9. I think Jean-Jules is really going to be someone who's going to do us very, very well this season, I think. We need to keep some clean sheets, so that'd be nice. I'm not quite sure what that new centre-back is. He's not playing today, is he? He must be unavailable. Ooh, so close again. I know we had a few players that were suspended. I think that was from the end of last season, though. And a couple of players got yellow cards in the last game, or was it the cup game? I can't remember what it was now, but they got an automatic suspension for the first game of this season. By the way, that's a good first half for us. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to say passionately, I'm happy with your performance. Keep it up. Everyone looks quite delighted. Can we keep it up? Can we? I'd like to get another couple of goals and just have a nice convincing victory first game. We've got a couple of other players in the bench we can bring on. We've got Cordero. I would like to bring on Adakwa. I can't remember what his name is now. The new Ghanaian striker. Oh my god, then he almost scored again. He almost did it again. I might. I don't know what you think about me changing things up a little bit. Don't know. Let's have a look around. Let's have a look, see what we can do about changing things up a little bit. Well, we could actually. We could change formation. I mean, bring you and you further back. Push you and you out into these positions. And bring Wheeler up like so. And then we could bring on Adakwa. Because Wheeler's not had the best of games so far. Oh crap, you must have at least 3 players trained by the club in the starting 11. Okay, that's a new one. I did not know that. So I can't take Wheeler off. That is interesting. I'm only going to take Kirkor off because he's playing a cracking game, isn't he? Interesting. So I've got to take one of the other players off. So maybe stretch. Play the narrow diamond. Bring on Adakwa as an advance forward. Okay, that'll do, I think. That should be good. Just trying to give some more players a bit of game time as well. Okay, let's bring on Trentin in place of Ortega. And let's bring on Lopez in place of... Yeah, let's protect the new lad. Come on. He's had a cracking game. I just want to protect him. Don't want to get him to injured. We're going to need him a lot. So you've got to have at least 2 players. Okay, that's something we need to remember. And Kalama's injured. We've got used all our substitutes up. Ah! Okay, well, you'll have to play with 10 men for the last few minutes of the game. Hope it's not going to cause too many problems. There is a highlight with 2 minutes left, which is worrying. Come on, guys, get that ball. Get the ball, 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 get the ball. Don't let them in. Nice header clear by Chapman Rodriguez. They've equalised. Oh. Wow, that is so annoying. So annoying. Is that my fault for changing things up? I think so. Injury to Kalama has put us down to 10 men as well. I just want to give a few new players a chance and just show what they can do and get their fitness up. And it has caused us a couple of problems here. And it looks like we are going to draw this game 2-2, are we? Was there another chance here? It might be another sting in this tail. Moreno's big ball, deep, found by Kayabi. It's ball into the middle, it's headed to Wheeler. Wheeler's done it! Oh my god, I was going to take him off as well. I was literally trying my hardest to take him off, and it wouldn't let me because we had to have so many players on the pitch. Oh, wow. Wheeler heads it into the empty net, and we get the victory. Well, we hopefully get the victory. That's 3-2 in the last minute. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I know we're a man down, which is difficult. We've just been promoted, so we are really testing the waters. Jean-Jules, yes. That's my man, Jean-Jules. It's not a penalty, is it? Oh, and a free kick given to us, okay. I panicked there when everyone stopped. I knew there was something going on. And we have got it. Yes, a 3-2 victory. What a difficult game that was. Jean-Jules with the man of the match. I'm not surprised. I knew he was going to be fantastic. I knew he was going to be fantastic just by his stats. So I'm very happy with that. Great way to start the season. And now we go on to face off against Glasses United. That puts us second in the league behind Lincoln. Europa FC only got a draw. That's good. So I'm assuming we want to finish. Where do we need to finish to get European football? Because that's what we need, I think, isn't it? Rules. So, continental qualification. So, top team qualifies for the Champions League. Teams 2 to 4 qualify for the Europa League. Oh, 2 to 4. That should be okay then. We should be okay to do that. And wow, 5 to 6 months. Wow. We can't afford the medical costs. We have to leave to physio. Well, at least we just signed the new striker. Now, just before we go into this game against Glasses United, as you can see, we changed formation up, but I managed to bring in a couple more centre-backs because I realised how low our squad was on centre-backs. So we brought in Maxime Bonnet, who again was on our scouting list. God knows where the scout found him, but he's a cracking young player. Looks very good, has stats in all the correct places, so very happy to have him in. And also Ali Omar, left QPR in the summer. Again, another pretty good centre-back. So again, 2 cracking free transfers to really strengthen our squad. So hopefully we'll do okay. Striker-wise, we're going with Morgan and Darkwa on his debut. Trenton and Isra, the dynamic duo from last season. Kirkor and Jean-Jules in the midfield with Moreno, Bonnet on his debut. Alongside duo Kayubi and Esquita. It's a very brand new team, isn't it? A lot of the players are brand new compared to last year. But we're going to get there, hopefully. Just keep trying to progress and improve the squad wherever I possibly can. And the 2 centre-backs, I think I didn't realise we only had like 3 centre-backs available. The rest were in the under 23s. I didn't think they were good enough, so I really brought in a couple extras. Just went for it. So they're going a very attacking formation with 3 at the back, 3 midfielders, 3 up front, and 1 defensive midfielder. We've gone quite, well, similar, I suppose, but we've got a bit more. We've got a little bit more sort of holding back a little bit, I think. But this should be an easy-ish game because Glasses are a team that got hammered in their first game of the season, 4-0 by Lincoln Red Imps. So, hopefully, we can get a good win here as well. We come off fresh of a victory against Gibraltar United, where we literally got a last-minute winner after conceding a last-minute equaliser. Wheeler's on the bench for this one. Kirkor, early free kick. That's gone straight towards goal. Gonzalez manages to save. I feel like the game's running a bit smoother today. I know we had some issues last time, didn't we, with the game being really jolty, but I think they must have patched it a bit now because it is running a lot smoother, and I'm quite happy with how this is going now. And of course, the longer these players are here, the more chance they've got of gaining this Gibraltarian nationality as time goes forward as well, which is pretty good. Seems like our away kit has got white numbers on a white shirt, which is pretty stupid. Jean-Jules, just look at the size of him. He's huge. And Adakwa's in. Is he going to get his first goal for the club? He takes a shot and Gonzalez saves. Adakwa's a really good player. I mean, we've got quite a few African players now, probably based on where we are in the world. Just north of Africa. And there's a lot of knocking around. Wayne Duo. Oh, nothing going on there though. So Kelvin Morgan's back in this game as well. I am struggling now because I've got a lot of good foreign players that I've been getting. Duo, back of the net. I'm struggling because I've got a lot of players that I've picked up from other places, obviously in the summer, and we have to have so many Gibraltarian players in the squad. 3 players trained in this country. Isra counts as 1, Wayne Duo counts as 1, and Kelvin Morgan, the striker, counts as 1 as well. Wheeler also counts, Max Henry on the bench counts, Heslop counts, so we've got quite a few. Oh, Morgan scored. That was terrible defence, just bounced straight through to him. Get in, I'm happy now. 2 wins in the first 2 games of the season would be great, because like I said, next episode is going to be very, very difficult. We're past 2 defenders. Next video is going to be so difficult with the 2 top teams in the league, Red Imps and Europa FC. So we need to get points now, because if we do lose both those games next episode, then we're not going to drop too far behind. But at the same time, if we do get points in those games next week, or next episode, we could get an early lead. Trenton, that was a terrible tackle. Oh my god, he's got sent off. Wow, Trenton, man! Sent off already. I don't quite know what to do here, to be honest, then, because Isra can play cam, so I'm going to go a bit more narrow and play Isra in the cam role for now. Don't quite know what else to do, to be honest. I could bring off one of the strikers and bring on... We've got no attacking left mids, have we? Why didn't I put the attacking left mids on the bench? I don't bloody know. No, I think that's fine for now. We'll have to deal with this. It's going to put Isra a bit out of position, but it's going to be fine. Trenton being sent off. That's a stupid move by Trenton. He's now going to be suspended, of course. But we're still looking pretty strong. I'd like a good run by Adakwa. All of ours are green, which is nice. I'd like Adakwa to prove what he can do in this video. Because he looked so good when I signed him. I was hoping he would be pretty good. So let's see how he gets on. 10 men for the second time this season. We're playing with 10 men. Of course, the first time was because I used all the substitutes early, and there was an injury, and now it's due to someone being sent off. We've got a highlight here. I was about to make some substitutions, but we'll wait for a moment. Kirkor. There's Moreno. Big ball forward, and Adakwa's got behind the defensive line. There's his pace, but it's saved by Gonzalez. As I said previously in this video, I really thought Adakwa's pace is going to give us the boost we need to really take advantage. Isra now with a corner. Yeah, I think Adakwa's going to get over the top a lot because of that pace. Alright, so how are we looking? We're up to 60 odd minutes now, okay. So let's start making some players that we're going to just rest, but also give some match fitness to players on the bench. So let's bring you 2 on. And then maybe... Do you want to bring Max Henry on as well? I'm going to bring on Ortega in that cam role, actually. Just to try and get him striking as well. So again, it's a triple substitution quite early. Let's hope no one gets injured. Morgan, oh, he should have put that in the back of net for free, but heads over the top. And there's our triple substitution. So the 2 wing backs have been changed. Both looking for some match fitness, really. And protect our other 2 wing backs. We've got actually really strong wing backs this season. I was really struggling for wing backs last year. I mean, Heslop's still quite young. Oh, they've scored again straight away. Oh, maybe I hope this triple substitution wasn't a stupid idea by me. Because they've got straight in there through the left-back spot already. Heslop got pulled in. He dropped back when he shouldn't have done. He got caught on the ball. And now he's been booked as well. So Heslop's done well to start off with, hasn't he? I think he needs to be part of the under-23s, I think, doesn't he? I'm going to keep him in the main squad, but I'm going to make him permanently available for the under-23s. Ah, here we go. So one of their players has been sent off now. We're about 10 men each now. That's good. Won't be good if they score from this free kick, though. Duo, good header clear. Only as far as Perez. Oh, Ashley Perez has scored. Why did I make that triple substitution? I'm taking full responsibility because those two wing-backs just aren't good enough. Easy as it. And I'm a bit disappointed in the goalkeeper, to be honest, as well. He's former Barcelona. I thought he'd be pretty good, but he's conceded 4 goals now in 2 games, which is pretty disappointing. But we really needed the win in this game. And we've dropped it. For the 2-0 up, we've dropped it. But Trentin, for me as well, has got to take a lot of responsibility here, because if he was still on the pitch, it would be a lot more effective. It's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a tricky one. There's a lot of different people to blame for this situation. I'm not happy. Losing a 2-0 lead to the team that got hammered 4-0 by Redims. That shows us that we're not quite on the ball yet compared to those big other 2 teams. I think if we can finish third in the league though and get in the Europa League, I'll be happy. Because that will give us a chance to earn some money, and hopefully the board might even allow us to become professional. Who knows? But there we go. A 2-2 draw after taking a 2-0 lead is disappointing. It was very, very disappointing. I'm going to go for a assertive tone and tell them that that was just not good enough. That's a match you should be winning. It really was, I'm afraid. And that's really disappointed me, that is. But I think we should just jump straight back. So he's injured as well. Great. Doesn't really matter. You can't play in the next game anyway. Trentin being an automatic 1-match ban. Trentin was dismissed for a bad tackle, one that was probably justified, so we're not going to appeal. It was disappointing. Right, anyway, looking at the schedule, we've got 2 big games coming up next video. We're not going to skip any games. We're going to go straight for Europa FC, then Lincoln Red Imps, and then Boca Juniors next episode. Hopefully, we can turn this frown upside down. If we can get some points off Europa FC and Lincoln, then we'll be looking good. If we lose to both of those, then we'll definitely be shown exactly what level we're at, I suppose, if you look at it that way. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabba Gamer. Thank you much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of the Gibraltar Challenge. Bye.